Hi everyone. How you doing? Happy New Year. This is a year that the Lord has made and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. We shall see nothing but joy and gladness. So quickly today on diction and school matters, we shall be asking or looking at, is there any difference between diction and phonics? Is there any difference between diction and phonics? Because in some schools, they have diction teachers that comes once in a while, twice, or as the case may be, to take these children on diction. Meanwhile, they still allow the class teachers and the English teachers to take what? Phonics. That's before the by the end or before the end of this video, you will know if that is right or wrong. So quickly, I want to let us know that when we talk about diction, I'm not looking at it from the dictionary point of view. Is what the school or what parents or what people understand as diction, speak right, or trendy speech, or whatever is called in your area. All of this is just they are rebranding it or renaming it because they don't want people to see it as the phonetics or the phonics they used to know. Because the phonics they used to know is that phonics that children learn, their languages are not changed, the pronunciation of words are not changed, and the reading of things also did not change. You get it now? So that question is, what's the difference? Is there any difference between phonics and diction? The answer is yes, and the answer is also what? No. I will start by answering the yes. There is no difference between diction and phonics. Why did I say that? The same intonation, the same stress, syllabus, 44 sounds that the class teachers or the English teachers teach. That's the same thing that the diction teachers teach. Now, the renaming, like I told you, was because they don't want this parents to know or see that the same thing because of how phonics had not affected these children in any way. Because after all the phonics we did, we're still speaking the way we're speaking. But when diction came to play, you discover that there was changing pronunciation of words and in everything. You get it now. So it's the same thing. When it comes to what they are teaching now, what's the difference? The difference is in the method of teaching. By His grace, I studied English language education from a good higher institution. And by His grace also, I had lecturers who were speaking like the native speakers, but then they did not teach us the method of speaking this thing like the native speakers. Yes. Now, how did I get to know about diction was after I graduated, that year I was waiting for service, I got a job in a school and I met these people that were coming once in a while to take these children on trendy speech. They call themselves trendy speech. So I discovered that it's the same thing and all of that. Then the owner of the school now gave us training on this thing. It gave me a better understanding of it. So I now enrolled into their school to learn how this whole thing works. I just discovered that the whole thing is the same thing. It's just that they teach this thing like the native speakers. And I went into that not because I want to be a diction teacher, but because I felt I studied English. I just wanted to sound like the native speaker as someone who studied English. That was all. And I discovered that this thing that diction teachers or speak right teachers, trendy speech, whatever they call it in your area, are doing is what we are supposed to be doing in the university. Just like the people who are studying French. Because after studying French, they take them to a French speaking country and they learn how to speak French. But in the case of English, it's not like that. We just finished, no even language lab or anything that will enhance you to speak like the native speakers. So now, this is what the diction is all about. They teach you systematically how to speak like the native speakers, why they go up at any point, why they come down, and why they sound or pronounce this words like this or the other one like that. That is what they do, and these are the differences. So if they are the same thing, it's just that the method, why do you not allow the class teachers and the English teachers to do that? Because if they continue that thing, we'll continue that system of not pronouncing words correctly, not reading like the native speakers, and not doing anything that has to do with English like the native speakers. Don't allow the class teachers to take phonics or the English teachers. Give it to professionals. And I know why some schools does that, because maybe they cannot afford having a diction teacher. But for a while, if possible, try to have a diction teacher to take care of that area. I am not trying to advertise myself, because all the friends I have on Facebook or whatever that is watching now, I cannot cover all the schools. So what am I saying? Let the professionals take care of this area. If they take care of this area, you discover that we make the children understand what they should understand at the point that they're supposed to understand it, not the same mistake that was made on us. Somebody who graduate as an English teacher, as someone who studied English but cannot make simple sentences just because the system, will I say, was good or was bad or whatever, I don't know, but you know better and can say better. So allow the diction teachers to take care of that aspect so that they will give the children what they need to do. And let the English teachers take other aspects of what? English, or the class teachers. English has so many aspects. If you allow one person to take all the aspects, you discover that you're going to get that person choked, or the person will not be doing a very good job in all the aspects. Yes, we have literature there, we have comprehension, composition, we have grammar, we have reading, spelling, and dictation. All of these are encompassed in English language. So how are you going to help these children to achieve this? Let the diction teachers take that aspect so that there will be no confusion in making one particular sound differently by the diction teacher, by the class teacher, by the English teachers, and the children most times they become confused, that they don't even understand the one to follow anymore. They are just confused. They don't understand how this whole thing is going. They just feel like, if my English teacher comes, I make it the way he said I should make it. If my diction teacher comes, I make it the way she said I should make it. If my class teacher comes, he said I will make it. They get confused. Meanwhile, the same sound. With all of this confusion, let's try to cut down this confusion for these children, please. I know the part 2 is going to come up very soon, because all of this cannot cover it in this video. Please, if you have not followed me, try to follow. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, try to subscribe. Diction and School Matters. Please share so that people will get to know how things should be done in school. That's why this page is created. Thank you.